What's up, savages? Let's get it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the RandomCoin Mining Show, where we mine a random coin every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like this kind of content, crypto mining video content like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the SavageMine YouTube channel. If you want random crypto thoughts and updates, such as Twitter, like I'm showing here, make sure you follow me over there. Here's the here's the YouTube channel. So make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. We have a list of 100+ GPU-mineable coins that we run through a randomizer, online randomizer, name picker, whatever you want to call it. And we choose one, and whatever we choose, we try to mine it within 30 minutes so we can switch over to the BrandonCoin daily live stream that starts on his channel at 10 p.m. So that's pretty much the goal. We try to stop at 10, so we try to get through it and work through all the problems and actually mine whatever we land on within 30 minutes. And doing this like this, it keeps our skills sharp, prepared to mine pretty much anything that we're interested in. Last night we landed on MKT coin, MLM, which was a very suspicious coin that uses x16 algorithm, and we were able to successfully mine it using HiveOS within 30 minutes. I think we actually finished a few minutes early, which was kind of cool. So we aren't wasting time with unmineable coins. I always pre-record the randomization part, and I'll show you something really quick. Let me see if I can get to it real quick here. I'll show you something, basically what a dead coin looks like. Let me see if I can bring this down here. I don't want to do this. Just a second. Alright, so let's see here. Probably do it like this. Alright, so this was, like I say, I go through the process of pre-recording. I do a little bit of homework basically ahead of time so that I'm not wasting everybody's time. We end up on a coin that we can't mine, right? So this was a pretty good example. I just wanted to show you real quick basically what a non-existent dead coin looks like. So as I'm trying to collect this information here, you'll see pretty quickly that it's dead. And there's actually a clue in here that I miss initially. Whenever I go to, I think it was CoinMarketCap or COINGECKO, one of those, and it was a pretty big clue, and I kind of skipped right over it. But hey, it happens whenever you're just trying to blast right through it and get things going, right? So this was 10 coin. Now this is not the one that we landed on. This was from last night whenever I was preparing and stuff. But it's a Tribus algorithm. And if I go to CoinMarketCap, well, whenever I went to CoinMarketCap, it wasn't there. I don't believe yet. But it was on CoinGecko, I believe. Yeah, there it is. But if you look right there, see in red where it says last updated over here on the right, I completely looked over that because I go ahead and grab the value, which is nothing. It's basically not even nowhere near a penny. But it says right there about a month ago was the last update. So I kind of missed that clue, but I should have stopped right there. I didn't. I went ahead and collected some more information, but that is neither here nor there because we're going to end it right there. All right, so let's go ahead. I will start the random video for today so that we can see what we're actually mining. Dynasty coin. We mined that one. Didn't we mine that one like last week? I don't think it's dead. I could be wrong, but I believe. Oh yeah. I think I want to say that we had some problems with it though. So tonight, I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll catch back up. But tonight we're on, we landed on xGalaxy, which is an x16r algorithm, similar to RandomCoin. And I just go through, like I always do, go through the motions of collecting all the information that we need, putting it into the spreadsheet. And not everybody is as, you know, record keeping like me, but you know, I have a spreadsheet here, you know, that I put everything into. And this is typically just for the show. If I was actually mining it, I probably wouldn't really document it in this way, although I do have some documentation on pretty much everything that I'm mining. But this is good. This works out good for the show, just showing people what the information is that you need to actually mine a coin, right? The items on the spreadsheet there that are grayed out a little bit aren't necessarily required, but they're pretty much everything else is, depending on whether or not you're mining with AMD or NVIDIA GPUs. So this is their website. Not a bad site. As far as the utility of the coin, the best I could tell, because, you know, again, I'm not doing a whole lot of research on the coin. It's not really what the show is about. But it seems like it is, the goal is to be a cryptocurrency that is integrated on a binary options platform to reward miners, traders, and masternode investors. That's from their website. It sounds like they have masternodes. They also have what appears to be some type of a trading platform, and you know, it's kind of interesting to me. I would probably look at this coin a little bit harder if I was searching for something speculative. So it's, you know, it's mildly interesting to me. But I go on here. I'm going to mining pool stats .stream, I think. And I'm looking for a pool, and there were quite a few pools for it, but the first few that I went to were those, and I didn't know that altcoin miners was one of these, but it's basically a multi-pool where they you basically assign your rig to an algorithm, and then they mine whatever is profitable at the moment, and then you get paid out in BTC or some other currency, I believe. So I think I went to 2 or 3 in a row that were set up like that, and that happens a lot with smaller cap coins. It seems like you know, they don't have dedicated pools, so a lot of times you have to get all the way up to the very top one, and that's what I had to do in this case, which was Pickaxe, to even get to a point to where I could actually mine the coin directly, you know. So that's kind of what I did here. I grabbed some of the information off of their site here, just for server information and miner options and things like that. If you were mining using Windows 10 or Simple Mining OS, then those miner options certainly come in handy. And they do for everything else if you know what to look for. If you're using Hive OS, like we probably will tonight, you know, you can kind of look at the miner options and kind of figure out where you need to go, what information you know, it basically has all the information in there that you actually need to set up Hive OS as well. So that's the end of the video. Let me get to where we are with the information. I think we're right here, and I always like to show you guys what I am mining currently, so let's do that too. I am mining, oh, look at that, I'm mining Aeon. Are any of the Aeon guys in here tonight? Not yet, it doesn't look like. All right, cool. So I'm mining a little bit of Aeon, and I was hoping that Yashnik or ICU2 would be in here, but they're not. But that's okay. Maybe they'll watch it later and get a kick out of it. So I'm mining Aeon and Grin, and that's in Hive OS with these 2 rigs behind me. The other 2 rigs are still on Simple Mining. The way I have it split up right now is because these 2 rigs right here are co-owned. I don't own them outright. There's several other people involved. So I keep them separate that way, just so that I'm not overlapping. Even though I am overlapping what I'm mining, I'm not mining, you know, using the same OS, and it kind of helps me keep things separated. So that's the reason for that. And not only that, but if I did put everything on Hive OS, then I would have to pay Hive OS and I've already paid Simple Mining. You can see I've got some time left here. 151 days left. So I'll probably have these two on Simple Mining for you know, the foreseeable future, and I might always have them over there, just simply because of the show, mainly because I like being able to show multiple operating systems, you know, how to mine certain things in different systems, so it works out for me. All right, so what is this thing showing? Is it? Oh, it's still showing the video. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. I had it autoplay. So yeah, sorry about that. Here we go. This is what I was trying to show y'all. All right. So I'm mining Aeon and Grand, like I was saying, and then the Simple Mining, the two rigs over there. I already explained it, although you weren't able to see it. But so they're both over here, co-owned rigs, and they're both mining Grin as well right now. And yeah, Grin took a hit. I mean, they blasted off into not quite moon status or anything like that, but they were up quite a bit, and then they pulled back a lot now. But I think they're at like 550 or something. And the same with Beam. Beam lost about 50% as well. So there you go. Hey, what's up, Shubi? Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm, you know, Red Panda Mining. That guy just blasted right past me. But that's okay. You know, he does great videos, you know, daily as well. But man, he just like launched right by me. It was kind of crazy to see that, but good for him. You know, that's cool. And I see him in here too, so that's kind of cool too. Yeah, he does some really great videos as well. Let's see. So yeah, I don't know how long it'll take me to get to 500. The goal, you know, basically right now, anyone starting out doing YouTube, they're basically their first goal. Well, one is 100, because at 100, I think at 100 you can claim your name so that you can get YouTube / SavageMine in my case. And then I think at 1,000 it enables Super Chat. I think is what you get at 1,000. So you're able to get, you know, donations and stuff within within YouTube without having to go out through OBS, Streamlabs or Streamlabs OBS and all that stuff. So that's kind of the next big step is 1,000, you know. But you gotta start somewhere, you know. Hey. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? So you're looking back here. That's the Kessel rig, which is the NVIDIA rig mining Aeon right now. And then let's go to, what are we mining? We're mining xGalaxy. So I need to show you that spreadsheet here. Here's where we're at. So we're going to grab this address. Oh, and I think in the video I didn't show you where I got the address. I got the address. I didn't want to download the wallet just yet. I'm only mildly interested in it, like I said. So I didn't really want to download the wallet and install it and have it on my machine and all that stuff. So I found an address in the BitCoinTalk thread for someone that was requesting donations for something. I forgot what it was, but it looks like a legit address, and I think it works that way. So I think we'll be okay with this address. You know, we're only going to do this for the show. We're just mining it for a few minutes. It's not a big deal. You know, they'll get a free, you know, some free hash if they still have the if they still have this address and it's still active and stuff. So. Not that it's not active. You understand what I'm saying. If the person still has the address, or even checks it or whatever. So, all right. So let's head over to. We'll start with the. We might be able to mine if we have time. We'll mine both. We'll set it up on both NVIDIA and AMD, and maybe even Simple Mining and HiveOS. So. Let's kind of get to it. I won't really be able to interact with the chat too much while I'm doing this. You know, if I'm making huge mistakes, then maybe, you know, I don't know, everybody just tell me in chat. I can see it, but it's going to be kind of off to the side, so just let me know. All right, so we will start. In the past, I've kind of started with the flight sheet because within the flight sheet, you can create a wallet, right? You can add a wallet. So we'll try that with this one. I don't know if it's going to be in here or not. So we'll just go straight to flight sheets, and then we'll go, the ticker was XGCS, I think, and there it is. So that's xGalaxy. So we'll choose that, and then we're going to add a wallet. And remember, I copied the donation address, or the address that I found in the BitCoinTalk thread, just a random address. So I'm going to right click and paste as plain text. And then we'll give it a name of xgcs_YouTube. And then we'll go create. And then there's no miners set up for XGCS or xGalaxy within HiveOS, so we have to actually choose configure in miner. So that's cool. We can do that. For an NVIDIA rig mining x16r, you're probably going to use something like T-Rex. T-Rex is probably the most popular one. There are quite a few, but I think that's probably the one that we'll use for this exercise. And I actually wrote that down here. And then for AMD, if we get that far, you would use SGMiner typically. Just keep in mind that x16r is not great on AMD. And maybe we'll be able to show that with if we get that far. So let's check it out. All right, so we're going to choose select miner, and then we're going to go down and look for T-Rex. And you can see right here where it says NVIDIA. So we're good there. So we're going to click that, and then we're going to click setup miner config. The algorithm is going to be x16r. And these are pretty well in alphabetical order now. There's quite a few miners, or at least there were, on here that are not in alphabetical order. They're just all jumbled up, and it's a nightmare to try to find, especially if it's, I think CCMiner is the one that I'm thinking of, that is just all out of whack. I don't know how they're grouped in there, but it seems like whenever you click the down arrow, you might as well just go one by one and look, because they're not in any kind of order. I just canceled that for some reason. All right, so let's go back over here and click x16r. The wallet and worker template, we're going to put our mouse over the I and just click on wallet worker name. Those two variables, I think they'll work with T-Rex miner, I'm pretty sure. And then for the pool URL, we can't use the URL variable because, you know, our settings are to configure all that in the miner, right? Our pool settings say configured in miner or configure in miner. So we can't do a variable here. We have to actually put the pool and the port. And you saw in the pre-recorded video that I went to Pickaxe.pro. There were quite a few that I tried before that. They did not work because they were all the shared. We could do it, but it wouldn't be mining specifically xGalaxy. It would have been, you know, it's just mining the algorithm, and then the pool does whatever. So this was the first one that I came on, and it's the top one too. Came upon that was actually mining the actual coin, so that's why I picked it. So we'll just paste that in there. I think for password we can probably just use X in this case. I don't think we need any extra arguments for now. I mean, obviously, if you were really mining this coin for real and trying to accumulate coins for your monetary benefit, then you would go through a lot more of the settings and, you know, fine-tune everything, but that's not what this is actually about. So we'll just leave it like that. I don't think we need anything extra. I believe that we probably could put, let's see here. I think that the end of this, yeah, it has the password as the coin, and this is really if the pool doesn't identify your, I think that's what it's for, is if the pool doesn't identify the currency properly in the dashboard. I think that's where that comes into play. If the Aeon pool guys were in here, they would be able to tell us that. But anyway, so I'll throw it in here. We'll see what happens. And then we'll just go with the latest version of T-Rex. Sounds good to me. And then we're going to click apply. And then we're going to give it a name. We'll call it xgcs_YouTube. You know, you can tell I like naming conventions, right? I like keeping things in order. I think that's, you know, years of IT has taught me that. All right, so I think we are ready to assign it to the rig. So we'll go back over to workers, and we're going to choose the Kessel rig that is currently mining Aeon, and we're going to put a check mark next to it and choose the flight sheet, the rocket up here at the top. And then what I like to do is click, this is just a filter, that's all it is. So I know that we want to use the XGCS flight sheet that we just created. So I'm going to click on that, and it just gets it up there really fast, right? You know, I think, yeah, you can click multiple ones, but typically you're only going to choose one that you have the rig highlighted that you want to assign it to. So click XGCS, and then click XGCS flight sheet, and then apply. Then what I like to do from experience, it seems like it works so much better if right after you do that, you go ahead and throw it a reboot. It seems to clear up a lot of the problems that we see right away. It seems like if you assign a miner, or yeah, a flight sheet, if you assign a flight sheet and a miner, obviously, to a rig in HiveOS and just let it reload the miner or download the miner and start it, then your temperatures, or at least on mine, the temperatures go out of whack and they'll run hot and things like that. But it seems like as soon as you throw it a reboot, all of that goes away and it's fine. So it's just one of those things. Just a good, I guess you could call it a best practice, is just to go ahead and throw it a reboot. Especially if you're changing coins and miners and things like that. If you're just making you know, maybe an OC change or something like that, maybe you won't need to do a reboot. And if you're loading the same miner and the same hardware and all that stuff, I think you'll be fine. But if you are changing a lot of things, it seems like it works so much better if you just give it a reboot as well. So we can see it back there. We can see what it's doing. So it's firing up. It looks like that miner is probably already on there because we've mined x16r or S recently, right? So we should be able to go to, see if I can fire this up and do, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to bring this down here. You can see it back there as well, but this might be a little bit bigger so that you can see it a little bit easier. So it looks like we are getting 93-ish megahash mining xGalaxy. We've got accepted shares, it looks like, with all the OKs and stuff on there. Not totally familiar with this miner, but it looks like it has, I mean, it looks like it's working, but it's kind of weird how it builds that and then it goes away, and then it builds it and then it goes away. It's probably maybe an option in the miner options that can change that. But it looks like it's working. We're getting a lot of OKs. I think we're good. We could probably go to the pool and check the hash rate. I don't know how long it would take to actually start showing up over there. But while that is rocking, I guess we could probably do SGMiner as well, right? AMD. We can try it, see what happens. Let's do a refresh here, because see how this is another thing you got to remember. HiveOS, see how it still says Aeon right there? We are not mining Aeon right now, clearly. So if we do a refresh, it should clear it up and show us our hash rate, and it does. So there we go. All right, let's try to build a flight sheet for AMD. So we need to get our address again. And pretty much the only thing that's going to be different is the miner. So the miner options might be different, you know. So we'll have to look at that. Choose the same wallet, configure a miner for the pool, and then over here we're going to use SGMiner. You can see right here how it's AMD, and there are probably other options, but I don't know what they are for x16r and AMD. There's probably not a lot of options. SGMiner just happens to be one of them. So we click Setup Miner Config, and we're going to look, see if this is in alphabetical order. It looks like it is. They might have fixed all that. That's kind of cool. We're going to go with x16r, and then the miner fork. Okay. I've used Avermore and Gateless Gate, but it defaulted to GM. So we'll try that. We'll see what happens. Wallet and worker template. Put our mouse over the I and just choose wallet worker name, those variables. Oh, we didn't need the address. I copied the address. I don't know why, because we can just use the same wallet. And for pool URL, we'll go and grab our pool URL again. Throw that in there. For pass, we can try the same thing that we used for the NVIDIA one. Just throw this in there, because that's based on the pool, I believe, like I was saying earlier. Paste that in there. See what kind of extra config arguments they have by default here. Probably nothing we have to worry about right now, because again, we're just trying to mine it, right? We're not worrying about all the fine tuning and overclocking and all that stuff. So we'll click apply changes. We'll give this one a name. We'll have to name it something different just to keep it. We'll go AMD for this one. Keep it separate. And we'll go create flight sheet. Then we're going to go to our workers. We're going to choose the Scarif rig, which is currently mining Grin. And we will put a check mark next to that. That's a 12 GPU. It's 10 580s, 2 570s. We're going to click on the rocket for flight sheets, XGCS, and then we're going to choose the one that we just created, which was called AMD. Remember, we added AMD to the middle of it to differentiate it. Which we probably didn't need to, because right here, it's got the miner name and it's got the little A for AMD, and then down here it's got the N for NVIDIA. So don't really have to worry about the naming. I'll remember that. Maybe I'll remember that next time. I don't know. We'll see. So then we're going to click apply. And then again, we'll just throw it a reboot. Now I'm pretty sure that on that rig, it's probably going to have to download the miner, because I don't think I've ever mined x16r on that rig, being AMD and all. Let me switch the display over, because we can see the NVIDIA one in HiveOS, not so much the AMD one. I haven't had time to figure out why. I know I'm showing you my butt, maybe. Well, not too bad. All right. All right, we're at 9:57. Let's see if we can do it. Do it on both AMD and NVIDIA in 30 minutes. That would be pretty strong. And I even went through another video where I was just BSing and showing you how you find a dead coin sometimes. And actually, I could show you something too real quick, because there were actually two. Yesterday, I went, here's what we successfully mined. I think that was Tuesday or Wednesday. And then whenever I was preparing for this one, we first landed on Festival Coin, and then we landed on 10 Coin. So 2 in a row that I failed to find enough information to actually mine it, or they were literally dead. I think the Festival Coin was really dead. 10 Coin seemed to have some entries, I believe later entries in their BitCoinTalk thread, but Festival Coin was way dead from what I could tell. So I don't think that it had any entries for months. Nobody's even talking about it, nothing. And I think 10 Coin actually had some legendary / hero members of BitCoinTalk mentioning it in the thread, so but it was clearly dead as well. Alright, so let's get back over to HiveOS, and we will do a refresh. Let's see where we are at. It is not up yet. Yeah, it's still booting up. So, oh wow. I wonder why that thing goes out of focus like that so quick. Come on. It's not going to focus. Come on, man. You can do it. Maybe it's too close. A little bit better. All right. It says it started. So let's see if we refresh, if we are actually mining XGCS. Not yet. Uh-oh, it's 10 o'clock. We're running out of time. Okay, so it says waiting for work. It's setting up the GPUs. It says hardware error. Invalid nonce, hardware error. Probably, maybe the, what would that be? Hardware error. We're using SGMiner. x16r. It says invalid nonce and hardware error. I might have to troubleshoot this one, guys. It is 10:01. We're a little bit over. I'm going to reboot this again. I will let you guys know. There's also an upgrade it needs. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. I'll let y'all know in BrandonCoin if he is live, which I don't know if he is or not. But I'm going to head over there if he's live. If not, I'll put in the description of what the problem was with AMD and XGCS, with SGMiner and the GM fork. I might maybe try a different fork of the SGMiner. No telling. Probably be something simple like that. So I'll put that in the description if I figure it out. If not, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because, you know, it's not, again, I was only mildly interested in this coin. It's somewhat, you know, seems like it's got some utility because of that whole, almost like an exchange, you know, thing that it's got going on there. So we'll see. All right, guys, that is it for the stream tonight. I'll see you guys over in BrandonCoin if he's live. I haven't seen his notification or anything yet. But make sure that you, and before I forget, because I was going to do this, make sure you head over to Red Panda Mining's YouTube. He's got some really cool graphics. I love his stuff over here. Super cool. He does some really cool videos, and I think he's pretty much every day he does a video, so that's strong. That's basically what it takes to, you know, get some viewers and things like that. So I wanted to highlight his YouTube page here, and you can see right here that he clearly smoked me somehow. That's okay. I'm happy for him. That's super cool. So anyway, there you go. Make sure you check him out as well. But we also have to head over to BrandonCoin, but everybody knows about BrandonCoin. You know, he's got plenty of followers. So let's do that. Let's head over there and say hi to him and hang out for another 30 or 40 minutes and talk some crypto and give him a hard time, maybe. I don't know. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Stay savage.